Caretaker Prime Minister Anwar al-Haq Kakar embarks on a one-day trip to Kuwait to offer condolences following the death of Emir Sheikh Nawaf al-Ahmad al-Sabah. The cause of the 86-year-old Emir's death remains undisclosed. Crown Prince Sheikh Mishal al-Ahmad al-Sabah is named as the successor after the frail Emir handed over most duties in 2021. Kakar's visit aims to convey Pakistan's sympathies and condolences, emphasizing Sheikh Nawaf's contribution to strengthening Pakistan-Kuwait relations. The late Emir is laid to rest in a private funeral with attendance limited to ruling family members, reflecting his low-profile character. Kuwait observes 40 days of mourning with government offices closed for 3 days. Sheikh Mishal is expected to preserve key Kuwaiti foreign policies, maintaining support for Gulf Arab unity, Western alliances, and strong ties to Riyadh. World dignitaries, including Qatar's Emir and US Defense Secretary, pay respects, highlighting Sheikh Nawaf's legacy as a consensus builder and peacemaker during his 3-year reign. In a recent UN Security Council debate, Pakistan raised concerns about the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan's acquisition of modern weaponry for terrorist activities. Deputy Permanent Representative Usman Jadoon called for an investigation into how the banned group obtained sophisticated weapons, emphasizing the need for international cooperation to prevent illicit arms trade.
Pakistan is deeply concerned at the possession and use of modern and sophisticated arms and weapons such as guns with lasers, night vision devices, and thermal sighting systems by the terrorist group Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan (TTP), a UN-listed terrorist organization. This week, we have witnessed the havoc wreaked by the TTP in a heinous and cowardly terrorist attack against our security forces, killing more than 23 personnel. While we successfully neutralized all of those involved, the possession of sophisticated weaponry by these terrorists, none of which they have the capability to manufacture, indicates a bigger problem today. Terrorists and criminals do not manufacture these arms. They acquire them from illicit arms markets or receive them from entities that want to destabilize a particular region or country. It is therefore the responsibility of all states, this Council, and the UN to take measures to prevent illicit trade, transfer, and diversion of these arms. We demand an investigation into how the TTP acquired such sophisticated weapons being used against Pakistan's border and other posts. We must take immediate action in opposing the criminals who use such arms and effectively dismantle the networks that supply these killing machines to them. Pakistan will continue to work closely with the international community towards exposing those who are responsible for supporting, financing, and externally sponsoring such operations.
Afghanistan's interim ambassador to Pakistan Sardar Ahmad Jan Shakib met with JUIF Chief Maulana Fazl Rahman to discuss the imperative for peace in the terrorism-affected region. The convoy delivered a special message from the interim Afghan government emphasizing Pakistan-Afghanistan ties and regional law and order. Strained relations between the two countries attributed to increased terror attacks and the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan prompted Pakistan to demand swift action against militants in Afghanistan. Insiders revealed the discussion centered on Kabul's efforts to curb terrorist activities on its soil. Maulana urged the Taliban government to control terrorist movement, referencing a recent attack in Dera Ismail Khan, his hometown. Both sides called for improved relations, emphasizing it as key to regional peace. Former lawmaker Maulana Salahuddin Ayyubi was also present during the meeting, advocating for enhanced ties between Pakistan and Afghanistan. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi calls for a thorough investigation into the recent security breach in Parliament, dismissing opposition calls for a debate. 6 individuals were arrested with terrorism charges against 4 after a man breached the lower house chamber during a session, shouting slogans and triggering a smoke canister. The incident occurred on the 22nd anniversary of a deadly attack on the Parliament complex. Lawmakers and security personnel apprehended the intruders, who chanted slogans opposing dictatorship. Families of suspects expressed frustration over unemployment. 14 lawmakers were suspended for disrupting proceedings by demanding a discussion and statement from Home Minister Amit Shah. The lower house speaker announced a security review, while the government accuses opposition parties of politicizing the incident. Internet monitor Netblocks has reported a nationwide disruption of social media platforms in Pakistan during a PTI virtual gathering. This incident affected major platforms such as X, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Users in cities like Lahore, Karachi, and Islamabad experienced difficulties accessing social media with complaints of slow internet. The disruption coincided with PTI's online rally, prompting criticism from figures like Temur Jagara and human rights activist Jabran Nasir. The Pakistan Telecommunication Authority has been approached for comment. This is not the first instance, as earlier in May, internet restrictions were imposed following Imran Khan's arrest, contributing to Pakistan's third-place ranking globally for internet restrictions in the first half of 2023, according to Surfshark's report.